Driving himself from one venue to the next, the thin figure of Paul Kagame has put boundless energy into his campaign. This is the second presidential election since the Rwanda genocide, and here on the ground he treads, thousands were massacred 16 years ago. He's greeted by both Tutsis and Hutus, all recognizing his achievement in turning this small country around with a booming economy and good order. He punches home his message of unity.
We don't want to follow ethnic politics. There is no Hutu, no Tutsi, we are all Rwandese.
Just taking a look around will tell you how popular Paul Kagame is with his people. Few would challenge his extraordinary record on development, but more and more people are asking questions about his record on democracy. Contrast these crowds with Kagame's opposition. It can't compare with the might and well-financed machine of the Rwandan Patriotic Front. This is one of only 3 parties allowed to contest. It's the Social Democratic Party. And its leader, Jean Damascene Nahukuriwayo, like the others, had supported Kagame in the last elections, which he won with a 95% majority. Frank HABINEZA leads the Democratic Green Party, banned from holding meetings after a congress was disrupted by what he claims were RPF infiltrators. The police came and broke the gathering up. The party's vice president, Andrew Kagame, had addressed the Congress. Later he was found murdered, his head partially severed.
No, we are not radicals. Why do people call us radicals? We just have different ideas from that of RPF. We are not radicals. We have genuine ideas. We are calling for democracy.
VICTOIRE INGABIRE is another opposition leader. She's been charged with denying the genocide and having links with terrorists, the Hutu rebel FDLR based in Congo. She's under 24-hour surveillance and can't leave the capital.
Why they say that we are radical? Because we say that we have the problem in the country. Because we criticize the government of Kagame. He's not a bit to hear criticize from Rwandese people, but he has to know now that they have opposition, younger people, younger generation. We need political space in our country.
In another backdrop to this election are exiles from the military, amongst them former General Faustin Kayomba Nyamwasa, who in June was shot and seriously injured in South Africa. He claims the Rwandan government was behind the attempted assassination. Paul Kagame dismisses the claims, and he wants Nyamwasa extradited from South Africa to face charges connected to a series of deadly grenade attacks in Rwanda earlier this year. The president insists democracy is on course here. He says the onus is on him to make sure extremists don't put the country back into an ethnic war.
Democracy is not just good for others and for us when we are told to have democracy. Democracy is good for us. We know it. We want it. And only has to be seen as if it is being pushed down our throat and, that's the image you create about us. I don't accept that.
So, is the former Tutsi liberation fighter now a civilian autocrat, or is he right in using firm rule in steering Rwanda to a brighter future? These elections will undoubtedly put him into power for another 7-year term. But whoever is responsible for the violence that has marred the run-up to this poll, there's anxiety inside and outside Rwanda. And many analysts feel that his followers may not march so loyally behind him if opposition voices were given more freedom. Andrew Simmons, Al Jazeera, Kigali.